Hi everyone, thank you for watching. So today I decided to do my take on a blue and purple smoky eye, and I hope you guys like it, so let's get started. So to prime my face, I'm using Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer all over my face, and I'm just patting that in and being very gentle around the eye area. Next, I'm taking a MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and this is just going to cover up any darkness or veins, and it's also going to act as an eyeshadow base to make my eyeshadow stay on longer. So I'm just rubbing that into both eyes, and then I can go over it with an eyeshadow. The eyeshadow that I'm going over it with is Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek, and what this does is basically just takes away the stickiness or the tackiness of the eyeshadow base, so all of my next eyeshadows will blend a lot smoother. And now I'm taking an orange eyeshadow, and I believe that this is from my Pixie palette. It's called the Eye Glow Cube, and you can just use any orange eyeshadow. It's very subtle, but it's just going to give a really nice gradient effect. So now I'm taking a smaller blending brush, and I got this in my Ipsy bag, I believe it's by Luxie, and I'm just taking MAC's Soft Brown Eyeshadow and just deepening the crease area a little bit lower than where I put the orange eyeshadow, just so that it all blends really nicely together. And now I am taking just any regular dark brown eyeshadow that you have. This is going to get covered up. It's just a way to deepen the inner and outer corners. And I believe that this is just from my Tarte Bon Voyage palette, but like I said, you can just use any dark brown eyeshadow that you have. No need to go get this specific one. So as you can see, I'm applying it to the inner corner and the outer corner, but I'm leaving the middle blank. So this is kind of called the sandwich effect. So you'll see how it'll turn out at the end, but I know it kind of looks strange now, but you'll see how it all works together. And I'm just blending that out with, I believe it's a MAC 224, but I might not be right, so I can write that down in the description box below. And again, just packing on some color. This is the NYX, I believe it's called the Electroshock eyeshadow, and these colors are very pigmented, but I find that when you blend them, they don't really stay in place. So I tend to have to really pack this on, which you'll see. And I'm just putting it right over top of the same spot that I put the brown eyeshadow from my Tarte palette. And then going in with the same brush, and I'm just blending this into the crease. And as you can see, the pigment starts to fade away once I blend it, so I just continue to pack that color on. This style of eyeshadow kind of just takes a little bit more time and patience, so if you don't have a lot of time, this isn't really an everyday eyeshadow look. And once again, just blending it all together. And packing more color right over top of the same areas just to make it more opaque and pigmented. And the reason that I'm doing my eyes first is because of the fact that I'm using such dark colors. So as you can see, I got a lot of fallout, and if I already had my foundation on, then that would get stuck into the creaminess of the foundation. This eyeshadow that I'm placing right in the center is a foiled eyeshadow by Makeup Geek. It is absolutely beautiful. It's called Starry Eyed, and I've fallen in love with it. They are so pigmented, and you need very little product, and there's no fallout. Even though they're very shimmery, they're very pretty. Very easy to work with as well. They're definitely best applied with your finger, so that's why I'm not using a brush. And anything that got blended away, I'm just adding that color over top. And I started to realize that obviously the blending was taking away the color, so now I'm just kind of patting it in, as this is the last layer of the blue that I'm going to be adding. And then I'm taking any makeup wipe and I'm just wiping away any fallout, and then I'm going to go in after and just put a little bit more primer under anywhere that I might have taken off. And now I'm going in with my Kat Von D foundation. This is the Lock It Tattoo foundation. This is a matte foundation and it's very thick and creamy, so you have to work with it very fast. So I'm just blending that in with a BH Cosmetics Kabuki brush. It's just a flat top brush, and I'm just working very fast to make sure that it doesn't dry right in place. I believe the shade that I'm in is light 45. And now going in with my concealer, this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm in the shade NW20. I just like to apply that under my eyes and anywhere that I get a lot of redness, like around my mouth and my nose. And then I also am taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Vanilla. It's just a brighter concealer, so I like to put that on my forehead and a little bit under my eyes, just anywhere that I would typically like to highlight. And then I just blend the two together with a damp beauty blender. And now I'm just running the damp beauty blender over my entire face, and that's just going to pick up any excess product that you might have accidentally put on. So I really love this trick. I love using it. And obviously my hair was driving me nuts, and so up in a ponytail it goes. And now I'm taking my Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. This is her contour kit. I love this. So I'm taking the yellow shade, it's kind of like a banana shade. I'm taking it, I believe it's called Lyric. And I'm just putting that anywhere I put the concealer and buffing that into my skin and just being very gentle around the eye area. This is just going to set everything in place and make sure that it's not sliding around throughout the day. And now I'm also using the bronzers from her contour palette, and this one is called Shadow Play. It's the center one of the three. And I'm just kind of sculpting out my cheekbones and then very lightly, and then I'm just bronzing the rest of my face, anywhere that the sun would naturally hit. So I'm taking it up onto my temples, my cheekbones, my forehead, and my chin. And then I'm just taking a more angled brush, and it's more of a contour brush, and I'm taking the shade Subconscious. It's just a cooler toned bronzer, more gray tone, so I like to use that for right into the hollows of my cheeks. And that just really makes it look more natural than just having like a big dark line across your face. And I'm just blending that into anywhere that I bronzed. And I'm also putting it around my forehead, just up to my hairline so that it all blends together. And I'm going back in with that same banana shade, and I'm just sculpting out a little bit underneath the contour just so that it all it cleans it all up a bit for you. And contouring my nose using the same Subconscious shade, because orange bronzers don't look as natural as using a contour shade. And under my lip as well. If you contour the bottom of your lip, it kind of just makes your lips look a little bit more pouty, so that's a nice little trick if you don't have big lips. And then just blending it all out to make sure that there's no harsh lines. And then I'm just going in with the same shadows that I used on the upper lid, and I'm just taking the lighter shade, so the orange one, from my Pixie Eye Globe Cube, and I'm just putting that underneath my eye or on my lower lash line to blend out. And then I'm going back in with that blue shade from NYX, the Electroshock color, and I'm just putting it anywhere that it is to kind of match the top, so on the outer and inner corner, and leaving the center bare. And blending it all out so there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going back in with that foiled eyeshadow by Makeup Geek, the Starry Eyed, and I'm just putting it right in the center to match the top lid. And then just adding a little bit more because it's so pretty. And I'm taking my Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner, and I absolutely love this, and the best part is it's only like $2. It dries matte, and it's absolutely amazing. The brush is very skinny, so it's really easy to use. And I'm just lining my top lip, my top lash line, and just making a very, very big wing. And now I'm taking my NYX blush in the shade Angel, and it's just like a light peachy pink kind of blush. It's not super opaque, so it's very nice for this look. It kind of goes hand in hand with the blues. And then I am taking a Sephora highlighter, the shade Rose Pink, and it's just a very, very shimmery highlighter. And I'm taking that on a MAC 130 brush, just down the center of my nose and on the high points of my cheeks and over my lip. And I'm curling my eyelashes because I have small eyelashes and I just like the extra volume. And I'm taking my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Now I'm just taking an eyeshadow by MAC, and this is in the shade Shroom, and it's just a really beautiful highlight. I love it for my brow bone. And now I'm taking a lipstick by MAC, and this one is in the shade Please Me. It's just a very light baby pink. And I'm also mixing that with another MAC lipstick called Honey Love, which is like a very, very light nude brown, almost kind of goldish brown. And I just find that they complement each other very well, and it kind of turns it into a really beautiful peach kind of lipstick. And I'm taking my Buxom lip gloss or lip cream in the shade White Russian. and just placing it over top. And now taking some MAC Fix Plus and just spraying anywhere I had highlighter, letting that dry a little bit, and then setting my face with the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, which I love. And that completes this look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.